Welcome to the Buccaneers Observer. This is Ralph Phillips.
I'm Molly Bay. Today is September 17th, and we got some Bucs news for you today. Stephen Cheah, or however you say his name, followed up about the Jameis Winston jersey or the Mike Evans jersey that was on eBay that had been signed by Mike. Addressed to Jameis, and Jameis's people said that the jersey was up for auction on eBay, was misappropriated at a charity event, and never made its way to Jameis.
Yeah, likely story.
He says he currently has an autographed Mike Evans jersey hanging in his home.
Yeah, so okay, the Falcons signed wide receiver Laquan Treadwell to their practice squad.
Who did?
Falcons.
Okay. The Chris Godwin is in the concussion protocol from a hit he took on Sunday, and initially they didn't think anything was wrong with him. Like he didn't show any symptoms. He actually did a press conference on Monday, which they're not allowed to do if they're injured. But on Wednesday, he started showing symptoms. So he's in the concussion protocol. I don't know what his chance of playing Sunday are. Probably not great. He hasn't practiced all Sunday.
Bruce Arians said that Tom Brady's quarterback sneak for a touchdown in the first quarter was a Brady audible.
I really like that one, too.
Do you know Tom Brady has made the Super Bowl in every season that he's lost the opening game?
Well, let's hope that streak continues.
Yep.
So there's been a little kerfuffle about Arians' comments publicly, and we kind of touched on it last news episode, and he was asked about it again, and he said, Tom and I are fine. I don't really care what other people think. It's just what he and I think. Ain't nothing to talk about it. And then Tom Brady today fielded questions about it. It was the first question from Greg Auman, and Tom was not thrilled about taking that question. And it was hard to read whether it was he was mad about the situation or mad about being asked about it. I don't know.
I think he's just pulling the Belichick. He's like, who cares? We're not going to discuss that.
Yeah.
It does have no effect on football. And that's how I feel, and I feel like the media is trying to divide, create a wedge. I mean, it's really a non-issue with all the crap that happened in the game. If that's what they want to talk about, I think the media is focused on the wrong things, which they always are. There are 5 Buccaneers listed as nominees for the 2021 Pro Football Hall of Fame. Warwick Dunn, Mike Allstott, Simeon Rice, Rondé Barber, and John Lynch.
I hope John gets in it this year.
It'd be nice. He deserves it. Did you know that Derek Jeter and Tom Brady have 16 bathrooms in that house?
What?
Yes, that's how ridiculous the media is, people. They did an article on TampaBay.com about how many bathrooms are in Derek Jeter's house. I mean, seriously. And they were talking about, why do rich people need so many bathrooms? They talked to a real estate agent about why rich people need so many bathrooms in their house. They wrote a whole article on this. Now, I've been watching game film all dang day, and I'm telling you, I'm upset. I'm mad. And when you watch this game film, all you Buccaneer fans, you're going to be mad too. Trust me on this. You're going to be livid. And the fact that the media is not talking about what I saw on game film just goes to show they don't know crap about football. They're interested in bathrooms and what Bruce Arians said about Tom Brady. That's ridiculous high school gossip crap. The media needs to be wiped clean, and somebody needs to take their dang place that gives a crap about football and the Buccaneers.
And Ralph was a little irritated yesterday because he planned on the game film then, and it did not come out until, like 4 o'clock this morning?
Yeah, 4:30.
It's ridiculous.
When I saw it.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, and keep an eye out for the Buccaneers film I'm going to do on YouTube, because there's some quite a few revelations that I saw on there that you're going to want to see. And you're not going to like the Saints after you see this. If you liked them before, you're not going to like them after you see this.
I don't think there's a huge risk of that happening.
I don't think so either. If there's any Saints fans watching this, you don't want to watch my video.
Well, they interviewed Devin White, or he had a press conference, and he said that it's a fight in the locker room between him and Levante David on who can be the best, and they motivate each other that way. Which, when we rewatched the game, I guess last night or the night before, you could kind of see that they were both popping off. It was like one play it was Levante, the next play it was Devin, so that was really good to see.
Yes. Yeah, the Bucs are tied for the NFL lead in penalties now. After week 1, we led the league in penalties last year. The second place team is the Saints.
Well, I think that they lead in penalty yardage, but we had more penalties. So it's like they have the most penalty yardage, second most penalties. Yeah. And vice versa.
Well, speaking of the game film, we didn't get a podcast out yesterday because the game film didn't come out. So we're going to try to have the podcast out tomorrow covering the game film and the preview for the upcoming game against Carolina at 1 o'clock on Sunday.
I'm so excited we get a 1 o'clock game. The latest COVID testing results from the league came out, and this, I think it was last week or the week before. There were 40,479 tests administered to players and personnel. There were 2 player positives and 5 personnel were positive. Now, that is tests. That is not individual. So it could have been the same person tested twice. We don't know. That's not broken down.
Okay.
So all that is being mitigated, it seems like, with the measures the league put in place.
Do we know who the 2 players were?
I don't know. Okay. It was not in that information. Per Tom Pelissero, the NFL is going to be all the league offices are going to be closed on November 3rd for Election Day.
Isn't that the end of the trade deadline too?
It is indeed. So they're closing all offices basically. They're having limited exceptions, and they're encouraging clubs to promote voter registration for players, personnel, and fans, which the Bucs, they have their own initiative for that. The league office is going to have limited staff available to process transactions should they arise on the trade deadline. This is going to make you happy. Bruce Arians was on Sirius, and he said he was talking with Bill Polian about week 1, and he said, quote, "You said the officiating was good. I can't ever say that. That's against my religion." So...
Who said the officiating was good?
I think Bill Polian, probably. That's who he was talking to.
And Bruce Arians
said no. He doesn't think.
Well, so. he's saying that he just can't in his DNA.
Yeah.
So, okay. All right.
We have an injury report. Oh, my video's locked up.
Mm-hmm.
At least it's not a goofy face this time.
All right, got that fixed.
Okay. All right, so the injury report on the Bucs side, we've got Anthony Auclair has a calf injury. He was limited Wednesday and did not practice Thursday. Mike Evans has been limited all week with his hamstring injury. Chris Godwin in the concussion protocol hasn't practiced all week. JPP did not practice Thursday. It is not injury related. Donovan Smith, he has a knee injury and has been limited all week. And Jordan Whitehead has an elbow injury. He's fully participated all week. And on Carolina's side, wide receiver Pharaoh Cooper has a rib injury, but he has practiced all week. Guard Dennis Daly has an ankle injury. He has not practiced all week. Defensive end Yetur Gross-Matos, I probably butchered that name. He has an eye/concussion injury, and he was limited Wednesday and did not practice on Thursday. Cornerback Dante Jackson has an ankle injury but has fully participated all week. Defensive tackle Kawan Short has a foot injury. He did not practice Wednesday but returned to practice in a limited capacity on Thursday. Linebacker Shaq Thompson has a groin injury. He has fully participated this week. And defensive end Stephen Weatherly has a hamstring injury and has also participated fully all week. So what I learned from that injury report was that Kawan Short is still on the team. I thought that they had lost everybody on the defensive line. So apparently not. You got anything else?
Nope.
All
That'll
right.
do it.
That'll do it.
All right, that's going to wrap it up for us. Till next time.
Go Bucs.